Good morning, everybody. It's been a while since I put on my apron. I'm still in my onesie pajamas, but I was like, you know what? I need to put this apron on. There was a time during quarantine where I was wearing this every day, making bread every day, and I've been slacking on my quarantine duties, even though a lot of the world is no longer quarantined because they actually took care of their citizens. My husband! I wanted to, look, love, I put on my apron today. I know, that's what made me think of it. I was like, he wore his last night and I haven't worn mine in a long time. What the heck?
Why stop?
I feel like we don't cook as much as we used to. But today, it all changes.
What's happening?
I'm making bread. So I'm gonna make some bread.
And on that farm he had some bunnies, E-I-E-I-O, with a hop hop here and a hippity hop there, here a hop, there a hop, everywhere a hippity hop. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O.
Yeah.
See the tractor? It's a tractor. And on that farm he had a goat. E-I-E-I-O.
Yeah, goat, good boy.
What does a goat say? With a ba-ba here and a ba-ba there. Here a ba, there a ba, everywhere a ba-ba. And a horse. E-I-E-I-O. With a neigh-neigh here and a neigh-neigh there. Here a neigh, there a neigh, everywhere a neigh-neigh. Old MacDonald had a farm. E-I-E-I-O. And on that farm he had some chickens. See the chickens up there?
Bok, that's right.
E-I-E-I-O. With a bok here and a bok there. Here bok, there bok, everywhere bok.
My dad is a literal angel. My dad is just the best. They do grandma, grandpa story time every day with all the grandkids, and we don't join in every time because Flynn has a hard time focusing. But today, he's into it. Like, he is into it. My dad made like a PowerPoint and redid Old MacDonald and named it Old MacDuncan for my nephew Duncan. And so he's singing Old MacDuncan had a farm.
On that farm he had a cow. E-I-E-I-O. With a moo-moo here and a moo-moo there. Here a moo, there a moo, everywhere a moo-moo. The end.
You guys, an iconic moment in history just happened. Flynn and I are just hanging out talking. Are you burping? I burped and he laughed. Ready? Can you say no, that's rude. Can you burp? He's trying to burp, he's going. Can you do it? Ew.
No.
He said no. No. Anyway, he laughed at me burping, which he's never done before. If he laughs at a toot, I will be the happiest, most proudest mother on the planet. Are you burping? I love you. He literally pointed the camera and said more, and I turned it on and he faked burps.
Mama?
You want me to burp? Is that silly?
Dada?
Dada?
Yeah.
Are you gonna burp? I know, so many people are gonna come for me saying I'm like teaching you something rude. My mom taught me you only burp when you're home. And now I did not listen to this advice. I burped everywhere. And I know a lot of people think I'm a disgusting woman because I belch. Because nobody burps, but don't worry. Are you burping?
Oh, baby.
There's a baby.
Baby. Dada?
Dada?
Yeah.
Dada?
Dada? You giving yourself a kiss?
Baby.
Baby. Is that funny? Flynn, where's your nose?
No.
Where's your nose?
No.
Yeah, where's your head? Where's your mouth?
Mom.
Where's your belly button?
Baby.
Where's your hands? Where's your hands? Yeah, it's your hands. Where's your ears? Where's your poo-poo? It's down there. Where's your burps? We've added a new one! We've added a new one! Yeah. I found a therapist. If you guys know, if you've been watching me, I've been talking about going back to therapy and trying to find someone who can specialize in what I got going on. I found someone, so I'm gonna start this week. I'm really excited. So I just wanna give you an update on that because I was talking about therapy a few days ago and a lot of you on Twitter were like, give us an update on this. So this is my update. I found someone, so I'm very excited. That's the update. Just want to tell y'all I'm still in my pajamas. That's the other update. It's 4:45. I haven't changed my clothes. So Flynn is obsessed with squirrels these days, and there's one in our backyard right now, and he's very excited. You see the squirrel? Where's the squirrel? Squirrel? Flynn, where's the squirrel? Where'd the squirrel go? Where'd the squirrel go, Flynn? It went up, up, up? Yeah. It was eating Nana?
Yeah.
What's that squirrel doing, Flynn? Whoa! Bye-bye, squirrel.
Baby. Oh, baby.
There's a squirrel over there again. Yes, squirrel. Is that funny? Say bye-bye, squirrel. So I'm gonna do something a little different for dinner. Obviously, you guys have been watching me make lots of different meat and whatnot. Tonight, we're doing fish. I haven't had fish in a very long time, and we have this wild Alaskan halibut, so we're going to try that out. So I've never made halibut as far as I can remember. I looked up a recipe online, and it says heavenly halibut. So I'm gonna try that recipe. Basically, it seems really easy. I'm just gonna make a little sauce with some mayo, lemon, butter, Parmesan cheese, a little bit of Tabasco sauce, salt, pepper, and throw it in the oven and see what happens. Hopefully it is delicious. Okay, I want to taste this. It's very lemony. I feel like I need to fix the lemoniness of it. It's kind of good, actually. You know what would be good with it? Capers. I wonder if we have, oh, you don't like capers? Remember when you said you didn't like capers and then I made chicken piccata and then you tried mine with the capers?
You can eat like once every 3 days.
You wanna help me stir? Careful. Okay, so I posted a video today on my main channel trying out like weird water pool like summer products. And one of the things I tested was a mermaid tail. Okay, so Eric was awesome and was like, I'm gonna put my phone underwater to get a shot of you swimming. And so he did that and he got it.
What are you gonna say?
We thought that shot was so cool. It's not cool.
No one's arguing that it's cool.
No, listen, everyone online is making fun of me. I didn't even realize how lame it was. It's like, oh, it's a cool shot, like me underwater. But then like, I just went on Twitter today and saw one person. And they just posted the clip and they were like, what? I'm like, why am I laughing? And I rewatched that clip with that in mind. Why would someone laugh at this? And I was crying laughing because I'm just like so genuinely happy and my eyes are open in the pool and I'm swimming like a mermaid, like this. But the reason it's funny to me is that I posted that going like, yes, cool shots. And it's so cringy. I'm like, no, every time I see it, I laugh so hard. Everyone's using it as like a meme, like making fun of me. And it's making me laugh
you were like
so hard.
genuinely into that.
I thought it was so cool. I was like, yeah, this is killing it. A bunch of people posted it. Everyone's been posting it, but just watch it. It says, why am I laughing? This is not supposed to be funny. I'm crying.
Why are your eyes open
Why
and
is
you're
it not so
smiling?
funny? Why is it so funny?
I think it's because you're swimming underwater, but your eyes are open and you're full teeth smiling. Like, close your mouth, close your eyes. Why are you
We watched that clip so many times. We're like, yeah, that's the shot. And like, didn't even realize how lame it was. And then I posted the video today, being like, okay, this is a good video, whatever. To immediately have the internet be like, what is this
Imagine
clip?
like swimming in the water, like, why would you do that?
I'm swimming in the water like so confident and like so happy, but like the weirdest smile, like you can tell I'm like trying not to choke on water. You can tell I'm like tense. I don't know why it makes me laugh so freaking hard. Oh my God, so funny. I was like crying laughing at that. Sometimes the internet is like really mean, and then sometimes the internet is so funny, like so funny. And tonight it was really funny because that happened, and then I was just like on Twitter talking to a bunch of people, and everyone was being so funny, and they're all like kind of shading me, bringing up old photos of me from my past and making fun of me, and it's very entertaining. So anyway, I apologize for swimming in my pool with a mermaid tail with a full teeth smile, eyes wide open, like that was a normal okay thing to do. Hey guys, so update on the halibut. It was disgusting. It was super gross. Eric and I both were like, wow, that is nasty. We ate it because we didn't waste it, but we both said it felt like the diarrhea formed before we even swallowed and it went down our esophagus. It was just one of those foods where you just, the second you put it in your mouth, you're like, oh, this is gonna make me sick. And so we both haven't been feeling well since then. So that was no good. So today was a lovely day with Flynn. I had so much fun just like hanging out with him, and he really is becoming like such a little human, such a little person. His personality is just like changing so much every day. He's so smart. I can tell he's like on the verge of being able to talk. Like he really is trying so hard to talk to us, and it's so sweet and so cute. So it's been really fun just like hanging out with him, and that's one thing I'm grateful for with this quarantine is like how much time I've been able to spend with him. It's another reason I'm really grateful for freaking Corey. Corey High is editing this right now. If Corey was not editing these vlogs every day, guys, these vlogs would not happen. There is no way. It takes hours and hours to vlog, and to dedicate that time every single day for months, like there's no way it would have happened. Like when I started vlogging every single day in March, the beginning of March, I edited maybe for a week and I was like, this is overwhelming, I can't do it anymore. Corey took over, and I honestly, like, I wouldn't have been able to do it because I just want to spend every freaking second with Flynn, and being a mom to a toddler is really overwhelming in a wonderful way, but there's just no time for anything else when I'm home with him. Like, it's impossible to do anything else because he's awesome and I want to hang out with him, and toddlers are, whoa, they're 24/7. Like, you can't ever take your eyes off of them. So I'm really grateful for Corey. Corey, hi, I love you, and I'm really grateful for you. You're incredible. Now, my battery's about to die, so I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to do what I wanna do right now, but I'm gonna do something that's very hypocritical of me. A few days ago, I was talking about my skin picking and how it's getting really bad and how I wanna show you guys, but like it's kind of gross, so I'm not gonna show you. Well, I'm gonna show you tonight. So I'm done talking about anything else. So if seeing skin ripped off close up is gross to you, which would be, I'm assuming 99% of you, there might be a couple people who would be interested in this. I know my sister-in-law's always like, send me the pictures, I wanna see. Like, she likes that kind of stuff. My sister likes popping people's zits. Some people are into that kind of stuff, like they're like interested in it. So if you're interested in what my skin looks like, because I've seen some people be like, oh yeah, I pick at my hangnails, and I just want to show you what I deal with on the daily is not picking at a hangnail or biting my nails too low. Like, it's a real awful, like really painful thing. I'm really happy I found a therapist, and this therapist seems amazing, and the talk I had with this therapist today made me so excited because it really seems like we're gonna be able to conquer this and fix this together, so I'm really stoked. But I had a really bad episode today of ripping off my skin on my fingers, and I just want to show you what it looks like. So hopefully the only people watching right now are people who are comfortable with seeing kind of gross things, because this is gonna be gross. So this is your last chance to get off the internet and click off this video. Goodbye, I love you, I'll see you tomorrow. All right, anyone still watching, I hope I've given everyone enough time to turn off their phones or their TVs or whatever. So here's what I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you the 2 fingers that I ripped out today and what it looks like. So this is, oh my God, this is so wild that I'm doing this because it's really nasty. So this is the front of my hand. Sorry, I know there's dirt under my nail, it's really gross. It's red and kind of swollen. So what's gross about what I do it to my actual fingertips. So this is where it's gross. These are the 2 fingers I did today. So this is what dermatillomania looks like for me. That is essentially flesh. Like I literally ripped off, cut off, bit off all of my skin on my fingertips. So that's essentially like raw, and you can see it was bleeding, now it's just very red. I literally rip off all the skin on my fingertips, and it is extremely painful. And it is not, by the way, a version of self-harm. It's not the same thing at all. It's not because I want to feel something. It's not because I am so sad. It's not that at all. I don't want people to compare it to that. I've never experienced that in any way, self-harm. I feel so deeply for people who go through that, and I can't even imagine how hard that would be. So this is not a version of self-harm. It's something completely different. It really freaking sucks, and it's really embarrassing, and it's really gross, and I don't like it, and I don't want to do it anymore. I'm gonna try to explain a little bit right now, and it's not even gonna make sense to you guys. Yes, it hurts right now, and I don't want to do it anymore right now, but in the moment when I'm actually doing it, I'm like so obsessed with it, I can't stop. And most people, as far as I know, who struggle with this, do it to their face. Like they pick at the skin on their face, I think, or on their scalp. That is not the version of it that I have. I don't really understand how it works, and I'm hoping to learn more about it with therapy. And I'm hoping to obviously stop doing it. And I know this is probably gonna make a lot of people think I'm like super disgusting and weird, and yeah, like I listen to anyone watching going like, that's so gross, like you're so weird, and like that's disgusting. Like I agree with you. Like I don't like it. I hate it, and it's embarrassing. I'm kind of hoping that someone else out there like has experienced this and can like relate to me, because it's so weird that like I feel very alone with it, if that makes any sense. Like it's very weird to be like, why do I do this? Like, why have I never heard of anyone else doing this? Like, why is this something I'm doing to myself? Even though it's super embarrassing, and I know the majority of people watching this are gonna be like, what's wrong with you? Like, just stop, that's so gross. This is my form of like OCD and anxiety, and I'm like kind of hoping that someone else out there, even if there's just 1 or 2 people do the same thing as me, are like, oh, there's someone else out there who does what I do, because I feel very alone, and like I'm the only person in the world who would do something like this. And like I said, it's not something I can just stop by doing therapy, and I'm gonna start going, and I'm so excited, because it's really confusing, because I'm not doing it because I'm like sad or wanting to hurt myself. I'm doing it, and I can't not, and life is good and happy and great, and there's nothing wrong in my life. So it's weird that it's happening, and it's confusing me, and I just thought it was something that had to do with postpartum, because I got postpartum anxiety and postpartum, I guess, OCD. I thought it would go away as Flynn got older, but it hasn't. So I just want to show you, right now there's only these 2 fingers that are really bad. So those fingers are the worst right now of all my fingers. This hand, these 2 fingers looked like these 2 a couple days ago, but you can see they're healing. So these are starting to like callus. This thumb, at one point you can tell it looks like calloused and the skin looks weird, because this entire thumb looked like this like a week ago. Yeah, that's what it looks like. It's not a hangnail. It's worse than that. And I think also this is like not even a bad case of it. Like I feel like I'm sure there are people out there who must do it worse than I do it. And I'm sure there are people who do it not as bad as I do. I don't understand it yet. So I'm hopeful that I can learn about it and educate myself, and maybe educate you guys. I'm sorry if anyone is still accidentally watching and that really grossed them out, but I'm hopeful that everyone who didn't want to see it turned off. But girl, my fingers are throbbing tonight. I'm hoping to just normalize disorders like this, and you can't normalize something unless you talk about it and share your experience. And so this is what I'm going through. And I know that it's weird, but it's what I'm dealing with. So I love you guys. I'm gonna go to bed. I'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye. The next day, I just want to clarify something. A lot when I was explaining my fingers, which are still really painful, I was saying how weird it is and how weird I am and how gross I am. And I don't want anyone out there who struggles with OCD of any form to think I was saying anyone with OCD is weird or gross or there's something wrong with you. I was talking about how I personally feel. So please do not take my words as like a generalization of anyone who struggles with OCD. In fact, I'm actually grateful for my OCD for a lot of areas of my life because I feel like my obsessive personality makes me a perfectionist, and it makes me work hard, and it makes me not give up on something until I finished it. And those are a lot of the reasons why I have any success in my life. And so I'm actually very grateful in a lot of aspects for my OCD. This is just one element of it that I don't like. And so, yeah, I just wanted to explain that so no one thought I was talking about like anyone who has OCD is weird or gross, because that's not what I was saying. But yeah, that's all. I love you guys. Goodbye.